Hello children, as today's content we are going to see about the sums in the lessons for our athletic portions, which is from our unit 3 and unit 5, right? So which is from our light lesson and electricity lesson. As per your textbook you don't have any sums in your electricity, but I have incorporated very simple 3 sums in that lesson and remaining 2 sums from the light lesson, and from the light lesson we have done enough number of sums when we have done the class itself. So those sums also will be asked along with this sum. Yes children, shall we move into the content now? First one. An atom consists of 7 into 10 power 11 electrons. Find the total charge. Right. So an atom is there, it will contain proton, electron and neutron. In that they have given, what is that? 7 into 10 power 11 electrons. Right. So first they are asking us to find the total charge for the given number of electrons. Right. So now already we know that in our textbook we have learned our charge of 1 electron is 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. We learned about elementary charge. Charge possessed by 1 electron or 1 proton. Yes, no children? Turn back the pages of the lesson electricity. In the second page you will have this content. Right? Now that is what given here. 1E is equal to 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, and total charge is equal to what? And number of electrons is 7 into 10 power 11. Right. So this is the formula for it. If 1 electron contains this much charge, so totally how much charge? So for example, if 1 pencil costs 2 rupees, what is the cost of 3 pencils? What we will say? 3 into 2, you will say 6 rupees. Same formula here, but same system here. So number of electrons into this charge only are going to do here. Right? So simple concept. So for that we have a formula. Total charge Q is equal to N into E. So number of electrons into charge of 1 electron. Right? Number of pencils into cost of 1 pencil. So you can compare like that. Okay. Right. Now what is the number of electrons? 7 into 10 power 11 as it is given here. Right. One charge of 1 electron is 1.602 into 10 power minus 19. Right. Now this is a single number multiplication only. So no need for your rough column. Straightly you multiply here. 7 2s are 14. Remainder 1. And 7 zeros are 0, 0 plus 1 is 1 here, 7 6 are 42, 2 here, remainder 4, 7 1s are 7, 7 plus 1, 4 is 11. So I have written here. So from the right you have to place the decimals 3 times, right, after 3 numbers. So the answer will be 11.214. But what about the power here? This is 11, this is minus 19. A power m into A power n, which is equal to A power m plus n. Where did you learn this? You will learn this in your exponents and powers max, right? So it is A power m plus n. So 11 plus minus 19. What is your answer? Minus and plus is there. So you have to subtract and write the greater number sign. That is your rule now. If signs are different, subtract and write the greater number sign. So the greater number here have the symbol minus. So minus 19 plus 11 is minus 8. So what is the answer? 11.214 into 10 power minus 8 coulomb. So what is the required total charges? Write the same answer. 11.214 into 10 power minus 8 coulomb. So what's the answer children? I am repeatedly saying, given you are not writing, right? Sometimes due to the usage of board I will not be writing given. That doesn't mean that you are not supposed to write. Ma'am has not written, I also didn't write. I don't want answer like this children. If it is going to be a sum based answer, question answer, given must be there, formula has to be there, steps must be there, final answer, boxing of answers and final statement must be there. Is that clear? Is that clear, children? So please follow these steps. For theory based test, for need based, nothing is needed, straight working out. Right? Okay. Now, second sum. Very simple, children. Question only will be appearing in one page. See the answer. In a combination circuit, the current remains same. And the voltage V1 for bulb 1 is 40 volt and 35 volt and 75 volt for bulb 2 and 3 respectively. Identify the circuit and find the total voltage. Right? So there are 3 bulbs connected in one pattern. They are asking you to find the total voltage. And they are saying that current remains the same and they are asking us to find the what type of circuit is this. Actually, what are the types of circuits? Series circuits and parallel circuits. So in a tabular column also you would have learned this. In which circuit current will remain the same? Series circuit only, I told you. Do you remember? Yes, E-R-I-E. I means current. So current remains the same in series circuit. So that is what I have written here. For this type of sum, given and all cannot be written. So I am writing like this because on theory based explanation you need to given here. You need to give here. That's why I have stated them in a statement. Okay. So current will remain the same in which circuit? In a series circuit. So the circuit is series circuit. You can write in your own way. But the concept must be there. Right? So current is same, so the circuit is series circuit. Now find they are asking you to find total voltage. What is the sum? What is the formula for total voltage? It is the sum of individual voltages. So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So substituting all the values 40 volt, 35 volt and 75 volt, getting the answer 150. Check whether this is correct. Right? 40, 75, 75 plus 75, 150. Very easy now, children, for 8th standard. Right? But numbers will be very typical in decimals. So for steps only I have given like this. Okay? Right? Same model sum only have enclosed here. But see here, 3 bulbs are connected in such a way they have same voltage. Now what is the content here? Voltage is same voltage and current is 27 ampere, 10 ampere and 33 ampere for the 3 bulbs. So there are 3 bulbs, they are connected in one pattern. These are the currents flowing through it and the same voltage only pass through it. Right? So we have same question here, what we have here. Identify the, what is that? So type of circuit and current we have to find, total current. So in which type of circuit current voltage will remain the same? If voltage is same in a circuit, then what type of circuit is this? Parallel circuit. Right? So what is the formula? Total current for parallel circuit. I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So substitute 27 ampere, 10 ampere, 33 ampere. So the answer is 27 plus 1, 10, 37, 37 plus 33, 40, 40 plus 30 will give you 70 ampere. So current is equal to 70 ampere, required current is 70 ampere. Simple only, children. So many children will see no. Seeing the length of the question, oh my god, a lengthy question, I cannot answer this. I don't know this sum. That question will be in to half a page. Answer will be in 2 steps. So read the question, okay? So seeing that appearance, don't get frightened. Right, now 4th question. These 2 questions are from your light lesson. Whichever these sums we have done already, but with the different numbers. So I am repeating it as a revision now, right? So if 2 plane mirrors are inclined to an angle of 36 degrees, find the number of images formed. So what concept is this? Multiple reflection, which will be used in kaleidoscope and periscope. Do you remember? Using mirrors we used one car and found out the number of images. That concept here. So what is the given value? Theta is equal to 36. N is equal to question mark. Right? So now what is the formula? N is equal to 360 degree by theta minus 1. Do you remember this formula? Turn the pages of your light lesson and under the heading multiple reflection reflection, you can see this formula, right? So 360 degree, theta is what is the value of theta? 36 minus 1. So 36, 360 degree by 36 is 0 is here. 36 will get cancelled as 1 and this 0 will add here. So you will get 10. Simple. 36 into 10 is 360. 10 and this one is coming here. 10 minus 1. What is 10 minus 1? 9. So number of images formed will be equal to 9. Clear, children? Now, fifth sum. What is the refractive index of a substance? Substance 1. Sorry, children, I will reread this question. Refractive index of a substance 1 is 7 by 2. And of another substance is 7 by 10. Find the refractive index of substance 2 with respect to substance 1. So read the question first, children, again for 2 times, then identify the concept, right? So this sum is based on the worked out example in your textbook, refractive index with respect to glass and water. Like this one sum is there in your textbook. So based on this only I have given this sum, right? So now, so what is refractive index symbol? I told you this, remember? Mu, M-E-U. So mu1, substance 1, refractive index is 7 by 2. And this doesn't have no unit, children. Why? Do you remember? Refractive index is a number. It is a ratio of similar quantities. That's why it doesn't have any unit. So connect the related concept. So mu1 is equal to 7 by 2. Mu2 is equal to substance 2's. Substance 2's related density, refractive index is 7 by 10. So that I have done here. So what is the question? Find the refractive index of substance 2. Substance 2. Refractive index of substance 2 with respect to substance 1. That should come here. So that this is how you have to frame this. Refractive index of substance 2 with respect to substance 1. Right, children? So what is this formula? So when you are writing like this one should come in the numerator and this one should come in the denominator. So answer is mu2 by mu1. What is your mu2? 7 by 10. What is your mu1? 7 by 2. So this is division. So when it is going up, this fraction is going up, it is goes with as reciprocal multiplication. So 7 by 10 into the 7 by 2 will go as 2 by 7. Right? So 7 will get cancelled. 2 ones are 2 and 2 5s are 10. So what is your answer? Here 1 is there and here 5 is there. So mu2, this refractive index of second substance with respect to first substance is equal to 1 by 5. You can write like this, children, or you can change this as decimals also. Both are correct. So don't worry. So both are correct, but if you write in both the forms, it will give you a clear impression, good impression. So 1 by 5 I have done here for your rough work. So you can refer to it. So the answer will be 1 by 5 or 0.2. So refractive index, when you are writing the answer, you should write with unit. That I have told you so many times. Here this doesn't have unit. So write the unit also. Here we don't have unit. So what we should write? We should write no unit. Okay. So mu2 with respect to 1 is 1 by 5 without any unit. So required refractive index, write in the statement. These sums appears to be very simple, children. So don't neglect this sum. So very simple sums only. Revise this along with the sums what we had worked out. So face the exam with full confidence. Thank you, children.